What's up? What's up? It's your boy Judio, and I'm here with.
Your boy, Uncle Kevin.
So today we're back with another special podcast just for you, and we're going to be discussing the issues of life and pioneering those events.
Okay.
Or those topics would be the legendary Uncle Kevin here.
Oh, I am.
This is my intern. I've been training him for some time now, and I'm hoping he's going to do an amazing job. You know, with great responsibility comes great power.
Thank you. I'll take the power. I'll take the power. I don't want the responsibility.
I actually forgot. I don't know if that's how
the statement is. With great power comes great responsibility.
No, I don't think that's correct as well. Anyway, let's move on. So what are the topics you have for us?
Well, my good sir, if you should ask, the first thing is, what do you think of what happened to your boy Wilder over the weekend?
Deontay Wilder. I got to find out Deontay Wilder has Nigerian origin to start with. So we need to always...
We don't care.
No, we need to pinpoint those facts.
We don't care.
So Deontay Wilder has an origin that goes back to Edo State, Nigeria. That being said, I think they really messed him up.
What do you mean they messed him up? You mean he lost? He was properly beaten over 3 fights.
I don't think he lost. It was a win for him because he stood his grounds for quite some time and he got paid. So that was not a loss. He just didn't complete the mission he had in mind. That's a better way to put it.
But this is 3 fights, 2 losses, 1 no contest or draw, I mean. So out of 3, he lost 2 out of 3.
Yeah, but he still got paid for it, though.
You see, there is no you still got paid. This is sports. Sports doesn't get. There's sports, then there's sports business.
Okay, but
you won in business. You lost the sport.
Okay, well, let me tell you. Let me ask you this question. Yeah, going into the fight, who did you think was going to win?
I really did not know because Wilder, is 1 punch away from winning. Fury is a boxer. So
exactly.
I had hopes for Wilder.
See, the point is, what I was thinking you were going to say is Tyson Fury because almost everybody I spoke to, including myself, we kind of knew Tyson Fury might win. And I think Deontay Wilder, knew the fact too that Tyson Fury might win. So his plan was to actually try to punch and kill Tyson Fury in the first round, and that didn't go so well. But Tyson Fury, we must commend the man. He's a very good athlete. I think that's the best way to put it because he stood his grounds for how many rounds and he was still very strong and very active. And he's the bigger person. You would think he's the less fit amongst both of them. Yeah. But he was stronger than Tyson. Deontay Wilder.
Oh, he kept on putting his body on top of Wilder.
Yeah, he's very skillful. Yeah, he's very skillful. I was expecting the fight to go the way it went, but I only thought Deontay Wilder might knock him out in the first round, and that didn't happen. So I kind of knew it was going to go down. From the second round, you can see Wilder was really tired. I think from the second or third round.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think as you think he won the race, or he completed the race. I think that's the best. He didn't win the race. He completed the race.
See, we cannot keep on doing this. You lose. All right. There is no you won. You have heart. You have this. You lost to a better fighter on the night. Life goes on.
Tyson Fury was a better fighter. I'm not taking nothing away from him.
Exactly.
I'm just saying Deontay Wilder completed or finished the race, but he wasn't the first.
He lost. He got knocked out. Finished
Why
the race.
Are you so keen about using the word lost?
The thing is, it's a competition. There's a winner or a loser. I think the world is gone so soft now that we do not try to say to people, you lost. All right? There is no shame in losing. It's part of sports. Either you win or you lose. There is no, you have heart. You fought. You ran the race.
He fought hard, and I was proud of him.
Listen, he can be proud of his effort. He can look back, learn whatever he can learn from it.
Yeah.
Take the L, move on. This is 3 fights now. All right. There was one I'm actually disappointed in Mr. Wilder because he was not a sportsman. After the whole thing, it's just competition, nothing personal.
Yeah, actually, that's why I thought Tyson Fury might win from the start because Deontay Wilder made it so personal. And one thing about boxing, if you watch Mayweather a lot, it's like while his opponents are really always angry at him, always mad. He's always focused on winning the fight. So he's not always trying to knock anybody out because he's not mad. He's trying to box. He's trying to win. He's trying to get the points because at the end of the day, it's a sport. It's entertainment. But Deontay Wilder kind of missed that point because he was too angry.
Yeah, it's there's a way they call it. It's living your own character. Because a lot of times these boxers and sports people they create these personas, right?
Yeah.
Leading up to the fight just to remove yourself from the pressure. So you'll be like, oh, I hate you, but you don't actually mean it. And then some people end up believing the lie to the extent, oh, I hate you. It's like, yo, this is
it's not that personal.
One night we fight, peace. And it's a beautiful thing.
And that's another thing. If you notice Israel Adesanya, that's another thing he understands. That it's just sports, is entertainment at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So nothing personal, but
do your thing. Get out of there. We can go drink beer after smashing each other in the face.
I was hearing this guy, Anthony Joshua, wants to fight Tyson Fury.
Well, you see,
what do you think is going to be the outcome of that fight?
I feel like that fight has lost the, what do they say, kids of today? It's lost the relevance. Sauce. Yeah, because the thing is, a few years ago when Joshua was undefeated, Fury undefeated, Wilder undefeated. These three guys, they ran the world, and any fight between the three of them would have been a super fight. And then Wilder was the first to lose, and then it's like, okay, now we want to see Fury versus Joshua. Joshua loses the first time, he comes back, we say it's a fluke. Oh yeah, he had a, what do they call it, a bad night in the office. And then the second time he's outboxed.
No. That was not a bad night. That was like that was a nightmare.
Yeah, you're outboxed. and the problem for me with Joshua now is I think he's reached a level whereby everybody was praising him, the money, the success, everything is there. And that statement is hard to wake up and go for a jog when you're sleeping in silk sheets. Applies to him. So
I don't even think so. I think the person he fought against was the better boxer, period.
Yeah, but then the thing is, how much effort is he putting into improving? See, when you're at the level,
he might be putting effort into improving.
The level of Joshua, look at Fury. Every fight, his last 3 fights versus Wilder have been different. Each fight, the last fight he outboxed Wilder. In this fight, he was trying to take him out of there as well, because those people were throwing haymakers. Joshua, he's got power, but he's not technical. In this fight, he goes in with this game plan, which was no game plan at all, try just to disrespect everyone, because he's now the king, right? Everyone's praising him. He's
actually not, though. I think if Joshua was to stand against Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, it might not look really good. I mean, I'm not speaking of his abilities as a boxer. Mm-hmm. I'm speaking of his last fight. If he was to stand against either of those guys, it wouldn't look good for him.
Oh yeah, because my thing is, and I know you support your Nigerian brother, but listen, in the last 4 fights, the man has lost 2 fights, all right? And these 2 fights, even the Andy Ruiz one, it wasn't like he was going to beat Andy Ruiz the first time. He got knocked out, but prior to being knocked out, he was getting beat. So there's a problem with AJ. Either he's getting exposed of the people he was fighting to become the AJ he is, or there's a lot of work that needs to get in. And now if he loses that rematch with the guy, Usyk or whoever.
I don't think he's going to lose the rematch.
That's it.
He won't lose the rematch.
You never know, because the Usyk guy is no joke, by the way.
Oh, I know. I just said he was a better boxer there, but I don't think...
Because that guy is like undefeated as well.
Yeah, I don't think AJ is going to lose, though. I think maybe AJ underrated the guy. I don't know what happened, but...
Yeah, he was looking at the money fight. See, that's the problem with boxing, is he was looking at get past Usyk, Fury gets past Wilder, we make the fight.
But aren't you supposed to stay consistently training, like consistently active, even while they're not fighting? I mean, as fighters, it's like playing football, right? You're supposed to be actively training for the next season.
But then there's a level where you reach, right? Like when you reach the levels of Joshua, Fury, it's harder to say, because now you are the standard. You are the guy at the top. How do you improve from that?
Oh, so
the losses now that you see is, there's that gap, there's this gap. And then the element is, how motivated are you? Because, like I said, if you have 100 million in your bank account, in as much as you love the game, it's like, do I really want to get smashed?
But the thing is, the thing though is, if you get to the point where you feel like you're not motivated because you have money, why don't you just retire?
Because you love the game. It's for the love of the game. These people,
for the love of the game, but you're losing the game though.
Yeah, but these people, this is the only thing they do. Joshua, the only thing he does is boxing. But he has enough money to not do anything. Yeah, but see, remember, he doesn't do it for the money. Money motivates you when you don't have it. now it's a hustle. It's like, oh, shoot, I have to win this fight. It gives you that extra thing. Like, if I win this fight, sets my mama up, does this for me, does this for me. You have that motivation. And then you're fighting because you enjoy it. And then you reach a point whereby, okay, the money is gone, your family is set up, and then you are now the standard. Everybody's studying you to see how to beat you. And there's no one for you to see. You can study
So what was
someone's
his
fight.
game? The thing is, I didn't follow AJ Anthony Joshua for I don't know his whole career. So what was his game plan when he started though?
When he started, it was one to get money because he came from like a poor background and all that. So if you listen to his interviews, like in the beginning, he had the passion and the drive of a broke person. Like, hey, I gotta do
So
this
you
to
really
make
think
money.
the money is the reason?
Not that man, no. Like money, it drives your motivation to an extent because you know, if I lose, I'm not gonna pay rent, right? So that drove him for a long time. Until now is the point whereby
He doesn't need the money.
he doesn't need the money. So the only reason he competes is just to compete. But the question is, how much of a fire does he have to keep on improving? To study the guys like to take Usyk serious. Because for Usyk, now think of the paycheck he was getting for his first world fight. Like he's coming in there like, hey, my family is about to eat. And then for Joshua, like, I've been here before. I've done this dance.
Yeah.
He just
But
does
do you
it for
think
the
Joshua has the
competition.
abilities to beat Usyk? Like, if he trains, if he gets committed, do you think he has those abilities?
Yeah, because they're heavyweights, right? You're always one punch away. So anyone has a chance. But the problem he has is Usyk is very technical, and it's very hard fighting technical fighters because Joshua's thing is what? Left hook combinations and stuff like that. Usyk is everything. Head movement, keep skipping, do this. So he has to go back, sit down, study what happened, come up with a new game plan. Even Cole Fury, he wants and be told how to do all that stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Why don't they train amongst themselves? It's like
Who?
I mean, the boxers, call it better. Even calling Mike Tyson to train with you because of the experience, like he doesn't.
It's a masculinity thing, right? It's a alpha thing. Joshua is an alpha. Fury is an alpha. Wilder's an alpha. They're all alpha males, and someone has to humble themselves to call someone to
Because
come
if
to
they
their
learn
thing.
from each other, imagine Anthony Joshua learning from Tyson Fury or even Mike Tyson that is not even in the game right now.
Yeah,
You can learn a lot and actually improve a lot because even if they don't have the strength, at least the skill set.
Well, you can train with Tyson. I can see Tyson, but then with Fury, it's like they'll fight one time, right? They're trying to set up that fight because that would have been. But then now I don't know. It would have been the biggest fight ever because the belts that Joshua has and the belts that Fury has, if you combine those, you become the first time ever in the world to hold all this. So
But Joshua doesn't have those belts anymore, does he?
Now Usyk has them.
Yeah, so the fight is going to be against Usyk now.
No, Joshua. So
there's
like
a returning fight.
Yeah. Just like wow, the deal.
It's 3, right? 3 contracts.
So I think what happens is you get in the contract a rematch. So if you win, you get your rematch. Or if you are, so in this case, since Joshua lost, he gets a rematch. But I don't know if Usyk gets a rematch if he loses to Joshua, because then that will just become ridiculous. But I think if Usyk beats Joshua, they move on because that's what they did to Andy Ruiz. But then for the Fury Wilder one, it was different because the first fight they drew. So the next fight that Wilder lost, he was due a rematch because Wilder had the belt before. So Fury took the belt from Wilder. So Wilder had a rematch. In this case, Joshua, I think he gets one rematch. If he wins, he can then go on to fight Fury. But now Joshua is in a weird space though, because it's like if he loses that fight versus Fury,
yeah,
his legacy is gone. It's now a must-win fight for Joshua. Whereas if Fury beats Joshua, Fury then becomes the greatest of their generation because Usyk is a new generation type of person. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but for Joshua, he's in a weird position right now.
He should go back to Nigeria and run the streets again.
I don't know. These boys,
let the area boys teach him on the streets of Nigeria.
These London boys, they move different.
I think the milk they give people out here, like in the Western world, is different than the milk they give to people in Nigeria. You should go back to Nigeria and eat the food.
Nah, but that thing is, you see, you can be Nigerian, but it's about technique. The Nigerian boxers who are not making it, mate. Because
they did at some point. Samuel Peters got to a good height.
yeah, because eventually you still have to move. Because these people, that thing is like, you have to fight by the rules, right?
Yeah, right.
And if you're just a power puncher, like what happened to him in the second fight, and the same thing to Joshua. If you just show up with your power, and someone is just jab pa.
So between Usyk and Joshua, who was more powerful?
Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua. Have you seen the man's bicep, man? You pop your head. But the thing is,
when I'm watching, actually, the truth is, when I'm watching anybody that's affiliated with Nigeria, I'm rooting for them. I don't care who's bigger. So I was rooting for Joshua, but it wasn't a good look for him.
Yeah,
I'm always going to root for him. Even the next fight, whoever is fighting, I'm still going to root for Tony Joshua.
Oh yeah, I'm Team Joshua. But the thing is, I don't know. These guys, they just reach a level where it's like you're overthinking it. Stick to the basics. Stick to the hunger. Because the thing is, if you don't forget where you started from, you whoop anyone's butt. Like, look at the way, what's his name? Fury fights. If you check this fight, if you check his last 25, it's the same dude. Different strategy, same dude. Big body, punch. Let's hug you. Punch, hug you.
Yeah,
and keep the same hunger.
Yeah.
Once you start driving Ferraris and sleeping with exotic women, my guy.
How do you know that though? Like,
I'm in these streets.
You're speaking like you've met this dude before. Guys, he hasn't met him before.
me and Anthony, we're on a first name basis, you know. I call him AJ. You know?
So that makes you close to him.
that makes us brothers. He's my brother, man. He's my brother. Anyway, let's pivot. What do you think of your boys 50 Cent's moves, man? He just released BMF, new show. He ended Power the last week and stuff.
BMF is I was gonna say the F word, but I don't think we should. Should we?
Yeah, YouTube will punish us.
Okay, so yeah, BMF is a good movie, a very, very good movie. It doesn't sound well when you use very, very good. It just feels like the F word really describes it. You know, like good movie. Yeah, but I watched the first 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. It's fire. It's going to be lit. 50 Cent is a very intelligent businessman. And not just businessman, he's a very intelligent man. No, and I think he's doing a very good job with his movies. He's directing or producing. I think he directs some episodes. Mm-hmm. But his moves are very, very good. I think he should upgrade his book. What is the new book again? Hustle Smart, Hustle Harder. Yeah, he should update that book because I think he's learned a lot since that book was written. Yeah. Should do like a 2.0 and then write the newer things, because that book is a very good book. I read everything, and he should. I want to know more of his experiences doing writing, BMF, directing. How he even not just BMF. What's the movie where the other guy was the lawyer in jail
for life?
For life, yeah. That movie is another very good. Fujitsu is a genius, man. I don't care if he went to school or not or whatever people describe genius to be. I think 50 Cent is a genius. Yeah, my opinion though. If you don't think so, let me know.
He's up there. His moves are crazy. Like I've been watching him. And yeah, I don't know if you write another book because people are not implementing
what he said.
Because I think if someone was to come up and have the level of success that he has, and he's like, yo, your book helped me do this.
Yeah, he's getting motivated.
He's the type to do another book, but you know.
Yeah, he's very smart, even from the way he answers questions. Like I watch his interviews a lot, and then they ask him questions that seem weird. Yeah. And then he turns it, and the next thing you see the interviewer laughing. He just danced around the question. He answered it, but in a very smart way. I think 50 Cent he's one to learn from.
He's up there. He's massive shout out to 50. If you ever see this, man,
yeah. With all this move, I checked Google his net worth. They said it was $30 million. I'm like, Google, are you joking?
Well, I don't think he discloses, because the thing with net worths, those numbers are not real.
Yeah, they're not though. But so, I thought whoever wrote the thing would, respect his name more.
But I was just thinking.
I was curious, right? I saw all the movies he was putting out, BMF, Power, and all those things. I'm like, what's this man's net worth with all these things? So I went to check. I'm like, $30 million. I'm like, his music alone could have made him $30 million. More than $30 million.
Because I think the challenge is 50 stuff is ran through his companies, right? So it's like, how do you know how much? Like if you watch Power, isn't it? At the end, it's like G Unit Film Productions. Like how much of that does he own and who owns what? So you never know. It's easy to know like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett net worth because their
All the
information is
companies,
public records, right? But with 50, he
I'll
was
ask him
smart.
when I see him.
Yeah, you should do that.
That'll be the first question I'm gonna ask. How much do you have in your bank account? And I'll be serious too.
You'll be like,
Yeah, you know.
what's that got to do with you?
I'm gonna be serious. I'm not gonna laugh at him. I'm serious. How much do you have in your bank account? I'm gangster.
What's that got to do with you? You see, this is what I was talking about. These young people,
Exactly.
they don't want to work, man.
They don't wanna work.
They don't want to work. They just want to know how much you're making and, you know, they can ask for some money. But nah, 50, shout out to him, man. He makes moves. I'm trying to think of someone else who's on that level. Kevin Hart, for me, does the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
But he's low-key, like,
Kevin Hart is wealthy.
yeah, he's low key.
Very wealthy.
He's very wealthy and very low key. Because the way and the thing I like about Kevin Hart is he posts his stuff. He's like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But people don't take it seriously. Like the amount of radio shows that man has.
He's a comedian. Like you can't take
yeah, but it's like, damn.
Another person you said that people don't even know about his moves. Or people know about his moves but don't respect it is Nick Cannon.
Oh yeah.
Nick Cannon is a machine.
Well, he's on everything.
Yeah, he's a machine.
His hustle is ridiculous. Like I used to say when I grew up, I want to be Nick Cannon because the way you'll be like, he's in the movie, he's doing Wild and Out.
Yeah.
He's hosting this show. After that, he's having kids all over the place. He's going back to school. He has a podcast.
Yeah.
He's doing the podcast thing. He's got a radio show
He can play 7 musical instruments with all those things. People spend so much time criticizing his music. I think people miss the point. You know, his music is whack, his rap is whack. Forget about all those things. Like, focus on what he's doing right. It means he can't rap. How much did he make from those songs?
From that trash
those
thing.
trash songs. How much did he make from it?
And how much does he express? Because for him, I feel like that's how he expresses himself, right? Just put out his energy.
And he said all the songs were wilding out, all the beats and everything, he produced it himself. He made it himself. So that's money. He made money on his money. Accumulating money on his money.
I loved so much when he did something controversial and they were like, cancel Nick Cannon. And then Wild and Out wanted to fire him and they started offering the show to what's his name? Carlos Slim.
Oh, and the
bald
guy. Yeah, the
so
guy.
they tried to do that, but they soon realized the show doesn't work without Nick Cannon because these people come on the show for Nick Cannon.
Yeah, Nick Cannon is the show. Like, Wilding Out is Nick Cannon. It's not. Everybody else there, they do a good job, but like I watch Wilding Out to see Nick Cannon, basically. I know everybody, I know I'm entertained by everybody else, but Nick Cannon is like the main guy.
He's I respect his hustle. When I grow up, I still want to be Nick Cannon. I'm working on the belly and
you have grown up, young man.
Hey, when I see Nick Cannon is like 30 years older than me, bro. So when I grow up, I'm just not going to be doing some of the. I'm not going to have babies all around the country. But
you never know. Wait till that time comes.
Hey man, the man has like 7 kids in 1 year. You're like, what the hell?
That's not a lot for him though.
7 kids.
Like the way people say have 7 kids
in 1 year.
Calm down. That is just 7 unprotected sex.
Yeah.
Don't people have more than sex like 20 times?
Yeah, but you don't end up with 7 kids plus the ones you already had.
The man has a lot of money to take care of all of them and even more.
See, that's the problem. You're going to get not feminists. You're going to get these people who are angry to come after us. The idea is not just money. It takes more than money. Kids want your time. Kids want attention. You know what I mean? Like, kids want to grow up in a
but how do
wholesome
you know,
house.
How do you know he doesn't have all those things to give them?
He does his thing. I respect him.
Exactly. So if a man chooses to have 20 kids,
respect.
Nobody else has the opinion. Your opinion does not matter. I know people feel like they have the opinion to say, "Oh, you can have 7 kids." Blah blah blah. You're not the one taking care of them. You know. So if anybody chooses to have 50 kids and they can take care of them,
they can do their thing. Do your thing, Nick.
Yeah,
I'm still
they can
coming.
do what they want.
I'm still coming. I'm still coming for him. Because when I grow up, I wanna be Nick Cannon. Anyway. Young man, what else do you have for us? Any news?
Those topics were mine. You're supposed to be the one pioneering
what's
this.
happening. Ladies, you see, this is the problem when you come with this unprepared professional. You're not professional. Rookie. Rookie.
Okay,
Yeah.
accept. Okay, lead the podcast now.
Welcome, Rookie. Nah,
Lead the rookie now.
we've reached the end. We're on 25 minutes now.
Oh,
Keep
that's
it
a long
short
time.
for the people.
Yep.
Short and precise, ladies and gentlemen. We've reached the end. Let us know what you would like us to check out,
What you like us to discuss in the channel?
to talk about.
Yeah.
Because
And feel free to share your own opinion on what we've just said. You know, anything we've said. If we made a mistake, you can criticize us.
Okay, no mistakes. Don't make mistakes. State your opinion. Your opinion matters, but understand to who.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to understand when, and also when it matters.
Context.
Context. Exactly. You understand the context.
Because
But we are really, open to hearing from you guys.
Yeah, we love you, but YouTube people, hey, comments, hey, careful when you're commenting, all right? It's fire in there. Be there.
I might have to get a horse weave and flog some people in the comment section.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, YouTube should give us an ability to just walk into the screen and smack some people because, yeah, hey.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, check out, we got new content coming through. We'll be doing, tell the people, man, we'll be doing reactions,
reviews,
reviews. Oh yeah,
education, teaching some things, we know.
Education things.
We're skilled producers here.
Yeah. Next week we'll be breaking down Apple, because Apple is about to come for your money. So we're just here to talk to you, like we'll see how their moves are sleep or not.
Yeah,
and we'll run it back. Apple is coming for your money, fam. Christmas time.
Christmas money. Apple also needs a Merry Christmas money.
Hey man, it's too much, bro. Listen. I was just watching, what's his name?
We should end.
Oh yeah, no. Let me just tell the people. I was just watching Marcus Brownie speak about the iPhone 11, like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But in those 2 minutes, the iPhone 12 came out, iPhone 18 came out, and before you blink, the iPhone 14 will be here. So be careful. Apple's here for your money. I'm just here to teach you and let you know. Don't spend that money. Save that money. Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time.
Peace.